Resin Art, you've come to the right spot to learn all about it, and we've certainly got it well covered, right down to a $39.95 kit. You'll be amazed at what this offers you. But before I go into this little kit, I want to just show you some of the styles of colouring and effects you can get with Resin Art. These were done by one of our many, many thousands of customers, and here we're talking artwork that's going for not just hundreds of dollars, but thousands. But it's not all about the money you can make. That's important, I guess, if you want to, but it's the fun you have. You've got Mother Nature as your partner in this. She actually does the final piece of sorting out of everything. And I'll go into that in a minute. I'll give you a demo. But on this kit point, this covers the basics of what it's all about. You get a resin and a hardener, which are a clear epoxy resin system. And we give you a series of colorants to color it up with, including a powder, a pearl powder for special effects. And it's all about special effects. We've got more and more products as you get more advanced in it. But it's easy to start. I put out a little confidence book on simple steps, ABC, and you will get a great result. I promise you, you'll get a great result. When you get started with our kit, this is the sort of thing you can produce on your first effort. This took about half an hour, and it used the colours that were in this little kit. I also used a bit of methylated spirits for an extra effect of this sort of flowing out, so to speak. I didn't get this look when I started. This came after an hour or so. When I started, I had the resin and hardener mixed, the clear resin and hardener. Then I've put in some colorant to make like a blue resin mixture. And it's as simple as just deciding to pour it around in perhaps a random motion when you're starting, but you'll get your own ideas of where you want it to go. Now look at this, it's going to flow over the edges. That doesn't matter. It's like a waterfall around the edges. But what happens is it gets to move and do its own thing. Here I'm creating a little island with our white and so forth. I'm only just doing a quick demo here, but to give you an idea of how it all sits together. You might like to put a little streak of black into it. Now, it doesn't look like you're going to get much out of this at this stage, but I assure you, give it an hour and it'll really sort itself out and give you a spectacular look. And as I said, you can squirt a little bit of meth on top, whoops, or you can actually drop a bit. But everything you need to get the effects is there, even down to a pearl powder that you can sprinkle in or mix in with your colorant so you get a three-dimensional look. All for $39.95. It's all in the box. All you need is a couple of frames to do it on. That's the size you could do easily with this kit. You can even do two smaller ones. Do a practice one and then another one. But if you're bold, go straight into it. I assure you, you'll get a good result. You can put it on the wall. Okay? All that for $39.95, as I've said. Now, what happens is people come back. They only do their first one and they want to go on and they get hooked. And then they want to get to bigger resins, right up to this size and bigger. And then there's an amazing array of colorants and effects that you can add to it. They're all there. And that's how you get this professional grade art. But it's such a rewarding process. It's so colourful. It brings life into your home once you put it on the wall. It's beautiful. And maybe it's a second income. Give it a thought.